अब मैं इनवाइट करने जा रही हूँ प्रोफेसर अभिनाश कुमार जी को। आप मैनेजमेंट ग्रेजुएट हैं और आपने पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन की इकोनॉमिक्स में। इसके अलावा 25 साल का आपका अनुभव है शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में। आप एक्सपर्ट एकेडमिशियन हैं। इसके अलावा 21st सेंचुरी एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स को सेट करने में आपने कंट्रीब्यूट किया है और इग्नू, वर्ल्ड बैंक, यूके इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट स्टडीज़, एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी, इन सब से 25 साल से आप जुड़े हुए हैं और कंट्रीब्यूट करते आ रहे हैं। स्पेशली एजुकेशन सिनेरियो की जब हम बात करते हैं उसको चेंज करने में आपकी भूमिका उल्लेखनीय रही है। मैं ज़्यादा ना कहते हुए आमंत्रित करने जा रही हूँ प्रोफेसर अभिनाश कुमार जी को, प्लीज़।
Good evening, and honorable organizing committee members, people sitting around, my friend, senior friend rather, Mr. Bakshi, Mr. Singh, KB Singh ji, has always been very kind to me. I don't know, I have no preparation for this, but a teacher is always a teacher. That's what I understand. Maybe designation, anything. I'm acting as a pro-vice chancellor now of a very leading university called Amity University. Given an additional charge for this. But primarily, the people talked about educations to the fourth year, rather fifth year in years. Yes, we do that through the online modality. There was no concept in the country that was very pathetic of online education. We had to run around and to approach all the ministries, including human resource ministries and many other. Is that, sir, when our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister of India is advocating about digitalization of every areas and aspects, and here we are talking of all that traditional way of teaching through distance, correspondence, and of course this, face-to-face teaching. We had to do this. We approached many, and finally there was no other option left. We had to approach to the court. We had to appear many times. We brought almost all the channels of educations, regulators. You all will be very surprised to hear this. The judge, honorable judge, asked one of the top member of a regulator, I'll not name that. I said, gentlemen, tell me when you last used pen paper to write a letter to your mother, to father, and to your subordinates and to your colleague. He was speechless. He was clueless. And that was the day, this revolution. In 2019, I went to Dublin, represented India for one of the conference on online education. When the people all across the world were talking about the education, and we were so unfortunate to talk about online education. Modi ji has always, he's always ahead. I will just quote one of the examples. We run, and I'm associated, and I represent the country of a program called E-Vidya Bharati Project, which is an exclusive program of Honorable Prime Minister of India. This run by Ministry of External Affairs. This was initiated way back in 2009, called the Pan-Africa Project, in fact. This was initiated by then President Dr. Kalam. He on international forum, he said, I have some gift to give to African nation friends. Across the world, people were very surprised and said, what is this gift is all about? Maybe a very precious some, $1 million contribution from India to African nations. And finally, he revealed that this gift is probably more than your expectation And that is what is the free education to African nations student. He invited our founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan. Mr. Bakshi is very close to him and he's been knowing him for over 3 decades, and people know him now. We all participated. I was too young, in fact, too young into the distant education and of course in traditional educations also. And we started this and we finished this very successfully. There were 5 leading universities of the country, IITs, Delhi universities, and BITS Pilani ourselves. We contributed to 85% of the total population, but that was something different. When the entire team visited recently in 2015-16 to our campus, including the Secretary Government of India, External Affairs, and Additional Secretary and many other team members, they said, what's your view is to extend this program? We said, sir, in this era of Honorable Prime Minister, and we are still talking of that traditional way of teaching, maybe correspondence or satellite mode, wherein we should think ahead. We are very destructive. We are very destructive in terms of teachings, educations. And that clicked. Honorable Secretary invited us, team, to give presentation. Of course, this is one of the very unique initiative we can think of, and we almost changed the entire X method, wherein Government of India spent 800 crores and it was given to one of the public sector. They had spread the offices all across the world, all across Africa, and then some Middle East countries also. It was all closed with our initiative. And I just wanted to, interpret that, education is no more confined to a big cities or 2-tier or 3-tier. Rather, it has reached to unreached. And this is what? I started my career as a banker, too young, passed out from Delhi School of Economics. When I came back under the pressure of my parents, I realized that what to do, it was nothing. It was took a top-class job in the UK. But then I came and then realized that only option remains is education. And then, of course, the journey started with very leading, IGNOU, then of course IMT, and being a very young, in fact, Dr. Chauhan, our founder president, he invited me to launch this program. And that's how I know Mr. Bakshi. In fact, I approached Laxar Parker, in order to get people. So what I mean to say is that, and Dr. Bakshi, I second to your views that I have never realized that I'm the employee of Amity. I started this program, I say, no, this is my baby, and was given all this ransom. To my confidence, my founder president used to say that you're the best man in the country, and we tried to prove that. Today, Amity became the first university in the country which was accorded the approval for online education in the country, just because of our initiative that we had taken the various regulators to the court, in fact. And finally, this is the benefit to many. It is not a benefit to individual. So, sir, our mission, right from the day one, is to take the education, what we call is reaching to unreached. If we reach to unreached, then your mission gets fulfilled. With this, I don't want to take much of your time, because brevity is soul of wit. I should content now. Thank you very much, the organizer, once again, and thank you very much, everybody, for listening it.